it out top to Smith. Glidden Ralston going man-to-man to open things up. They'll find Wade. We'll try to call the Regalers by their first name so you know which one. Von Glahn with it. Now off into Wyatt. He's going to attack the rim. Shot up no good. A whistle and a foul. Going to go on Glidden Ralston. That, of course, will be their first. And that foul early on going to go on Waylon Hine, his first. Wyatt Regaler at the line. The 5'11 junior, 55% on the season. First attempts for him tonight. And the free throw on the way. It is up and good. Glidden Ralston under head coach Derek Tigeson coming in 5-3 on the year, 4-2 in the Rolling Valley Conference there, 2-3 in their last 5 games. Have dropped 1 game in a row. Second free throw on the way is up and good, and Regaler knocks it down both free throws. That'll make it a 2-0 lead. Arweva coming in 5-2, 3-2. They've won 1 straight. They're 4-1 over the last 5 games. Bergmeyer with it now over the left side. Driving in is Majerus. Ball knocked away. Majerus gathers it back in, but Blaine Smith will come up with the steal. Smith attacks on the other end, dumps it underneath, and the layup is up and good for Devin Ehlers. So Devin Ehlers with the bucket. It's a 4-0 lead now in favor of Glidden, and that time unable to handle the pass over on the side is Lucas Christian. It's going to bound out of bounds. It will be Arweva basketball 1 minute into this one. Arweva 24-3 against Glidden since 2009. They won back at the end of last year, 51-47. Glidden Ralston won 51-37 in December of 2023. Ehlers shot in the middle, up no good, but Blaine Smith there with the tip in. And it's a 6-0 lead here early on. And we're going to get a quick timeout called by Derek Tigeson. We'll step away back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 at KKRL.
The perfect outfits await at a Fun Top and Jeans. Since 2019, a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll has been your stop for everything from tops and jeans to shorts, dresses, sweaters, even purses and jewelry. And of course, a Fun Top and Jeans is Carroll's Merle Norman cosmetics retailer. Plus, with new styles of tops, sweaters, and more arriving daily, now is the perfect time to stop by a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all.
Quick start here in the ball game for the Arweva Rockets, jumping out to a 6-0 lead. Derek Tigeson wanting to settle down his Wyatt ball club, his Wildcats ball club that's played well this season. Hine gets it over now to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer attacking on Wyatt Regaler, who cuts him off. Double team comes. He'll get it to Hine on the left elbow. Hine drives in, pull-up jumper off the glass, and good. So Waylon Hine on the board. We'll cut it to a 6-2 ball game. And now Blaine Smith leaves it just a little bit short off the right side. Colby Wallace coming up with the rebound. They'll bring it up the floor. Wallace gets it up across half court over to Bergmeyer. Left side, top of the key. Up top now to Hine. Over to the right side to Wallace. Wallace will pump fake now up top. They work it over to Christian on the left side. Back up top to Hine, over to the right side to Bergmeyer. Majerus pops up. He'll catch, attacks down the lane. Ball knocked away by Ehlers, but it's picked up by Majerus. He'll get it up top to Hine. Hine spins in the lane. Double team will come, and they're going to call him for a travel. There was a lot of contact in there as he spun to the basket. But right now it looks like early on they're going to allow this game to be played pretty physically early on. Arweva will bring it up. Glidden Ralston again going to stay in there man-to-man. Both teams playing man-to-man here early. Ehlers with it out top on the right side. Has it tipped away by Majerus, and now we're going to get a reach-in foul going to go on Dawson Majerus. So that is going to be on number 1 on the 6'2 junior. Second foul against Glidden Ralston here in this first quarter of play. See Tim Bell, Denny McCartan, and Mr. Christensen down there chatting in the corner. They work it up top to Wade. Wade over to the right side, attacks. Runner up, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Waylon Hine. Hine, a good rebounder. Gets it off now to Bergmeyer, left side. Wallace attacking off the baseline. Runner up, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's tipped around. Blaine Smith with his second rebound. Runs it up the right side. Kick pass over to the left wing. Wade going to fire up a three. Up, no good. A rebound pulled down by Ehlers, put back no good, and a whistle and a foul going to go on Dawson Majerus, his second. I have a feeling the officials are going to have to temper this one down with some foul calls here eventually. This is a rivalry matchup, and these two teams, especially through all the different sports they see each other, I'm not going to say they don't like each other, but they're not the best of friends. Free throw on the 80% free throw shooter on the season. So this game very physical. Alex Daniel and Daniel Toff going to check in. Majerus and Peters will check out, or Christian, excuse me, for Glidden Ralston. Second free throw is up and good for Ehlers. Got to keep this game from getting out of control here early. 7-2. Bergmeyer will bring it up. Gets it out to Wallace out on the left side. Defended out there by Wade Regaller. Now off into the hands of Hine. Over to the right side to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer going to fire up a three. It's partially blocked. And the rebound taken down by Von Glahn. Glidden crowd wanting a foul on that as Wyatt drives in. Kick pass, right wing three from Smith, up no good. Rebound tipped into the hands that time of Alex Daniel. Daniel up the right side over to Wallace. Pump fake on the left side, top of the key, brings it up top. Gets it off to Daniel. 4:20 to go here, first quarter of play. 7-2 in favor of Arweva. Toft at the free throw line. Looking for a backdoor cut, doesn't get it. Now to Daniel. Daniel with it at the free throw line. Over to Hine, right side, top of the key, out beyond the three-point line to Bergmeyer. He'll fire up a long three. It's up off of the back of the rim, no good. Wade will come down with the rebound for Arweva. Wade attacks, shot blocked by Bergmeyer. Wallace will come up with the rebound. His second of the ball game. Off, brings it up, off to the left side to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer off a screen by Toff, goes the opposite way, attacks in on Wyatt, and the layup with the left hand is up and good. Couple of buckets now for Glidden, has gotten them back in this one. They were down at 6-0, now down 7-4. Smith with it over to Wyatt out high on the left side, tipped away by Bergmeyer, knocked out of bounds by Bergmeyer. It'll stay with Arweva. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Sarah Shirkey, I think, sitting across the way over there. Just saw her in the stands. Jeremy Ehlers also across the way for Arweva. Ehlers with it up top to Wade. Wade driving in. Kick pass now over to Wyatt on the right side. Wyatt looking to drive in. He's going to be bumped and fouled. That's going to go on Alex Daniel. That'll be number 1 on the 5'6" junior. Rockets will spread 4. Nope, actually 3 across the baseline. They've got Wyatt, who now comes down. He was on the elbow and now comes down. He'll set a screen, pops out to the corner, catches it on that right side, looking to drive in. Double team comes up top to Devin, going to fire up the shot and banks it home. Devin knew that one was off as soon as it left his fingertips. He started sprinting to the rim, but it hit the backboard and drops down through. The lead is 10-4. That matches the largest lead of the game here for Arweva. Bergmeyer with it out high on the right side, dumps it underneath. Driving in is Waylon Hine, shot in and out, no good. Smith will clear his third rebound, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt, going to go against Glidden Ralston. And that one going to be number 2 on Alex Daniel. Team foul number 5. So Blaine Smith will head to the free throw line. Daniel and Majerus each with 2, Hine with a 1. Smith at the line 70% so far this year. Comes in averaging 14 points, 10 rebounds per game. And the free throw is up and good. Largest lead of the game here at 11-4. Second free throw on the way, up and good. Smith, an outstanding player, puts a lot of time into the game of basketball. We have a 5 of 6 at the line so far. Bergmeyer off of a screen, dumps it to Toft on the elbow. Backdoor cut to Hine. He'll squeeze it in. Gets it over on the left block. Pass is tipped by Ehlers, but gathered in by Hine. Hine goes up now against Ehlers and able to lay it up and in. He's got a couple of buckets here tonight. 12-6 Arweva's. Wade attacks it on the right side. Gets it out to Smith. Smith comes off a screen up top from Ehlers. Over to the right side to Wade. Ehlers cuts down, catches it right block. Right back out to Wade. Right side top of the key. They work it over to Smith near the left elbow. Back out to Wade. He's going to fire up a 3. It's up in good. Wade Regaller knocking down his first 3-point basket. 15-6. Ball tipped away, but Bergmeyer will track it down on the wing. Now attacks, dumps it to Toft on the elbow. Toft trying to get it back inside it to Bergmeyer. Kicks out instead to Wallace. His 3 is up in good. Daniel Toft, a really good passer, usually finds the open man. Wallace with his first bucket tonight, cuts that lead to 15-9. Wyatt drives in, throws it away as Hine will come up with the steal. First tonight for Glidden Ralston, minute and a half to go first quarter. Bergmeyer attacks off to Toft at the free throw line, and he's going to travel with the basketball. Went up for the shot, ball knocked away, came down with it as he tried to pass it over to the corner. He's not happy with the call, but the call going to go against Glidden Ralston. Coach Tiggeson not really happy with that one either, just smirks as he walks away. Coach Welkin was jumping up and down, maybe a half an inch off the ground over there as he wanted that call early on. Von Glahn will get it in to Smith. Smith will bring it up. Derek Thompson on the floor right now for Arweva. Von Glahn gets it off to Wade. Wade with it. Down inside to Von Glahn, working against Toft up top to Thompson. Thompson with it, dumps it back down to Von Glahn. Right side three on the way up, no good. Weak side rebound to Wallace. Wallace with his third rebound. Bounce pass to Toft at the right elbow or left elbow. Over to Wallace now on the left side. Comes off a screen by Toft, bounces it up top to Daniel. Wyatt Regaller just shadowing Bergmeyer everywhere he goes, and Bergmeyer having a hard time getting open. They get it to Toft, spins in the lane, little flip up, no good. Bergmeyer tips the rebound out of bounds, and it will be Arweva basketball. 44.5 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Arweva jumped out 6-0, still leading by 6 here at 15-9. Largest lead was at 12-4. Derek Thompson attacks down the left side, lays it up and in with the right hand. That's going to make it now 17-9. Bergmeyer up top off a screen by Toft, attacks left side, now backs it out, loses the dribble. It's going to be out of bounds, and the Rockets will get it back with 21.2 to go here in this first quarter of play. They can settle for the final shot. Former Glidden Ralston great Steph Slecto just walking through here. She teaches now over here at Arweva. I do not know what her married name is, but her maiden name was Slecta. Wyatt Regaller will check out. Aiden Studer going to check onto the floor here. First appearance for the 5'10 sophomore. Going to give Wyatt a little break going into that quarter. Von Glahn hands it off to Thompson. Thompson cut off by Daniel. In a little bit of trouble now, tries to dribble out of it. We're going to get a whistle and a foul going to go on Glidden Ralston. Now the two officials going to have a discussion before they make a call here. I think each one of them maybe had something different. And it is going to be a foul against Glidden Ralston. I think that one may go on Toft. So Toft will pick up his first. Nope, they put it on Von Glahn instead. So they said 44 and not 40. So that means it goes on Arweva. That means Bergmeyer's got a chance to try and get a shot off, but lost the dribble. Coming out of there with it is Von Glahn. Thompson's shot at the buzzer is up and no good, and we are through one quarter of play. Arweva on top of Glidden Ralston 17-9. Second quarter is 1 minute away here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Oh, hell no, not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Again, got Will Miner sitting over here to my right. You can watch and listen to this boys basketball game. Go to YouTube, search CB Sports Network, and check it out. You can watch and listen to the broadcast. It's brought to you by a Fun Top and Jeans, in Carroll, where the name says it all. Majerus back out there, attacks off the left side. Wyatt Regeller knocks it off his knee by reaching in. Coming over with some help that time defensively, reached in and knocked it off. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Majerus. It's Arweva basketball. Von Glahn hands it off to Derek Thompson, looks to drive in, kick pass over to the right side. Studer's three, block that time. He'll come up with a rebound. Majerus come up with the block. They'll get it out to Wyatt Regeller. He attacks and is able to lay it up and in. So Wyatt Regeller with a bucket. His first bucket here tonight. He's got 4 points. Arweva with their largest lead at 19-9. Hine with it out top. Looking for some help here. Now gets it off to Majerus. Majerus will back it out over to Wallace on the left side. He'll fire up a three. It's up no good. Studer comes down with a rebound. His second of the ball game, and now Bergmeyer steals it from behind, misses the shot, and Blaine Smith comes up with a rebound. Smith ahead. They kick it down to Wilkin, right corner three, in and out, no good. Rebound again to Waylon Hine. Hine with his second rebound of the ball game off to Wallace. 6:40 to go, first half. Culver's halftime report coming up. Ashley Kaler, one of the Wildcats from the girls team, expected to join us. They work it left side to Wallace. Wallace with it. Drives in, gets to the rim. Tough runner up, no good. Smith with his fifth rebound. He'll push it ahead. Attacks over on the right elbow. Kick pass up top to Wilkin. Derek Thompson. Thompson with it now off into the hands of Smith. Smith drives in. He's going to be bumped, and that's going to go on Colby Wallace. So Wallace will pick up his first. Team foul number 1 here in the second quarter, going to go against Glidden Ralston. Thompson down in the right corner. Smith lobs it near the left elbow to Von Glahn. Von Glahn with it. Gets it up top now to Wyatt. Wyatt attacks again down the right side, runs into some traffic. We're going to get a whistle and a foul, and Dawson Majerus maybe just picked up number 3. Glidden Ralston fans not happy with that call. They felt he went straight up into the air. Right of verticality there, and that was that Wyatt ran into him. That foul instead going to go on Lucas Christian, his first. Wyatt at the line. 2 of 2 tonight. And 55% on the season. Free throw on the way up and no good. Second free throw coming up here for Wyatt Regeller. It's on the way. It is up. This one is no good as well. And the rebound coming down that time to Lucas Christian. Bergmeyer will bring it up. Works it off now to Majerus. Up top, right side, top of the key to Hine. Bergmeyer coming off some screens, and Regeller, Wyatt again took it away. Bergmeyer went up into the air and then tried to dribble on the way down. Ball was knocked away anyway, but the turnover going to give it back over to Arweva with 5:53 to go here in the first half. And Wyatt Regeller works so hard defensively. You haven't seen him play. You want to watch a kid that plays really hard on defense. It's Wyatt Regeller. Smith up top. Gets it off now. I'll work it into the hands of Thompson. Thompson with it. Thompson attacks. Gets it down into the baseline to Thompson. Thompson driving in, and there's a big collision. And that time, Dawson Majerus is going to pick up his third. Went up to block it and came down right on top of him. That'll be the third here in the quarter against Glidden Ralston. Derek Thompson, the 5'9 junior, a 50% free throw shooter at the line to shoot a pair. Free throw on the way up and good. Twenty to 9 now in favor of Arweva. Christian. And Majerus will check out. Mentioned Grant Wilkin earlier. I mistaked him out on the floor. He's now checking into the ballgame. He'll check in for Tyson Von Glahn. Second free throw coming up here for Derek Thompson. Thompson averages 4 points, couple of rebounds per game off the bench. Shot up no good. Waylon Hine will clear his third rebound. The lead 11 at 20 to 9 for Arweva. Colby Wallace will bring it up, bounces it to Toft in on the block. Toft pump fake, goes up and scores. Toft with his first bucket, comes in averaging about 1 point per game. Over to the right side now, they work it. Thompson into Wilkin in the lane, comes down the right side, misses the layup. The rebound taken down by Colby Wallace. Wallace with his fourth rebound. Glidden needs to get something going on the offensive end. The defense hasn't been that bad, so giving up just 20 midway through the second quarter, but they're struggling on the offensive end. Left side it comes to Wallace, looking to work against Thompson. Bergmeyer running all over, trying to get open with Wyatt Regaller kind of flagging him everywhere he goes. Hines three's up, no good. Rebound taken down that time by Thompson. Back out to Thompson on the right wing after the drive by Wyatt. Thompson goes in, loses the ball. Hines going to track it down. Second steal for him, third of the ball game for Glidden as Wallace brings it up the right side. Wade Regaller heads to the scorer's table. Bergmeyer up top, able to slip down, attacks in, gets it off to Hine on the baseline. Now to Toft, free throw jumper on the way, up and good. Waylon Hine with the assist. Daniel Toft with a couple of buckets off of the bench. That'll make it now 20-13. Wyatt with it down to the corner to Blaine. Pump fake, brings it up on the wing, drives in, 10-foot jumper up in, good. Blaine Smith's got 6 here in the ballgame. 22 now to 13. Arweva, 3:40 to go here in the first half. Inside to Wallace, and he's going to be fouled by Derek Thompson. That'll be number 1 on Thompson. Team foul number 1 here in the second quarter against Arweva. Wildcats look like they'll box it up around the lane. Wade Regaller in for Derek Thompson. Lob pass comes in to Toft, able to gather it in right side top of the key to Daniel on the right wing. Daniel with it off a screen, kicks it over on the wing now to Hine. Hine to Toft at the elbow, bounce pass inside to Wallace, who tracks it down before it goes out of bounds near the stage. Wallace off a screen, gets it off to Toft, who then flips it back to Wallace, nearly stolen away by Studer. To Toft again, drive it in, kick pass up top to Daniel. Daniel with it over the left side to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer behind the back, Wyatt Regaller just right there with him. Now Smith comes over for the double team. Hine going to drive in, gets to the rim, goes up, misses it, and Studer will come down with a rebound. His third here in the ballgame. Ahead to Wade. Wade drives in, lost it. Are we going to get a travel? We are. Travel call going to go on Wade Regaller. Turnover, we'll give it back over now to Glidden Ralston. 2:57 to go here in the half. Our Motor Inn player of the game coming up at the postgame. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. I'll get a picture of our players of the game for both the girls and boys game. Get that put together on a little thing, and we'll be able to get that out on our CB Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Daniel Toft with a foul that time for Glidden. That'll be his fourth against the Wildcats here in the quarter, so one more. And Arweva will shoot free throws the rest of the half. 2:45 to go here in the second quarter. Blaine Smith brings it up, works it over to Wyatt on the left wing. Popping out is Wade to the corner. They'll come up top instead to Studer. Studer goes to Wyatt, who cut in the lane underneath the Wilkins. Shot blocked that time by Wallace. Toft will come up with the rebound. Over now to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer dribbles over, pull-up jumper. Nope, ends up spinning around and finding Wallace on the left wing. Went up in the air like he was going to shoot, then spun around, didn't like the shot, and found Wallace behind him. Down the all on the right side, gets it off now to Hine. Hine to Toft. Toft flips it out to Wallace. Now comes out to set a screen. Wallace bounces it back again to Toft, who then finds the cutter in a Wallace, and he's going to be fouled by Wade Regaller. Wade thought he got ball on that one. He was frustrated. There's going to be no free throws. That one was on the floor before the shot, I think anyway. Glidden Ralston setting up like they're going to inbound with it boxed up around the lane. 2:06 to go here in the half. Second foul on Arweva in the quarter. First on Wade tonight. Wallace to inbound. Looks and lobs it up top to Hine. Hine with it. Gets it back over to Daniel on the right wing. Daniel going to fire up a three. That one is short. And the rebound to Blaine Smith, his sixth of the ball game. Ahead now to Wyatt. Wyatt attacks in, bumped and fouled by Bergmeyer. So that'll be number 1 on Bergmeyer. That'll be the 5th. That means free throws coming up here for Wyatt Regaler. 2 free throws coming up. Wyatt 2 of 4 at the line tonight. He's got 4 points here in the ballgame. So they'll head to the line, settles in. And the free throw on the way is up in good. Made his first 2, missed his next 2, now makes his next one. 23-13. Second one coming up here. We'll run you through lineups here in just a moment. Free throw on the way up, good. So Wyatt hits both. It's a 24-13 lead for Arweva. Bergmeyer brings it up, works it over now to the left side to Peters. They'll work it down to Hine. Carson Peters on the floor for the first time here tonight. He's got it on the right side, top of the key, gets it over to Wallace. Wallace comes off a screen by Peters, dribbles it to the left side, gets it off now to Hine. They're running motion offense against this man-to-man. Hine spins in, attacks, and a nice little scoop shot that time for Waylon Hine. He's got 6 tonight. 24-15. Quickly down the floor, and there is Devin Ehlers on the baseline, able to knock down the jumper. Ehlers has got to 8 here tonight. 26-15. Bergmeyer with it. Bergmeyer, Hine, Wallace, Daniels, and Peters. Shot is up, no good from Bergmeyer. Ehlers with the rebound, but Wallace comes up with a steal, and then Ehlers strips it right back away. Now we get a whistle away from the ball. It happened right here in front of me, but away from the ball, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go on Carson Peters. That'll be number 1 on him. 2 free throws coming up here for Blaine Smith. Smith tonight, 2 of 2 at the line, make it 2 of 3 as that one rattles in and out, no good. It was down and then popped back up. 70% free throw shooter here on the season. King Casey Miners and I will type up a recaps of all of tonight's basketball and wrestling. You'll find that on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report at sports.1380kcim.com. Second free throw from Smith, in and out, no good. Wallace will clear the rebound for Glidden Ralston, his 5th. The head now to Peters. Peters attacking against Ehlers, gets it out to Hine, inside to Daniel, over his head and out of bounds. And the turnover will give it back over now to Arweva. A 7.5 second difference, 42.5 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. Our Culver's halftime report coming up. Smith holding it out top, and now we're going to get a timeout called by Arweva. We'll step away quickly with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on KKRL.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency.
.5 remaining here in the first half of play. It has been Arweva out on top the whole way, jumped up 6-0 here in the game. Glidden Ralston did fight back and cut it to 7-4 after a bucket from Jonathan Bergmeyer, but Arweva slowly built on that lead. They lead it by 11 right now. That matches their largest lead. Lob pass underneath, and Blaine Smith lays it up and in. Beautiful pass that time from Aiden Blackman. He will pick up the assist. 28-15, down to about 11 to go here. Bergmeyer attacks off the left side, down to the baseline to Peters. Peters brings it up on the wing, now to Daniel. 4 seconds to go to Wallace. Wallace will fire up a 3 off the front of the rim. Devin Ehlers comes down with a rebound, and that's going to do it for the first half. Arweva will lead it here at the halftime at 28-15. They hold Glidden to 6 in that second quarter while putting 11 on the board to have their biggest lead. We've got Ashley Kaler and Allison Snyder coming up next right here on 93.7 at KKRL with the Culver's halftime report.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Area high school students have several college courses available to them at the DMACC Carroll campus and the Templeton Regional Center. The courses and books are available to students at no cost. High school students, contact your high school counselor today to talk about how DMACC college credits can be a part of your high school plan.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Jeff Blankman joined here in the Culver's halftime report as Arweva leading here in the boys game 28-15. But we're going to talk some Glidden girls basketball as Allison Snyder joined us. They win 62-26 earlier tonight against Arweva. And Allison, a huge game here tonight. How'd you feel out there tonight?
It felt really good, especially in the first quarter. We went out strong, we played as a team, and we started pushing the ball up the court.
What was it that stood out the most for you with that first quarter performance tonight with how the team played?
We started actually pushing the ball. The past couple games we've gotten slow, so just getting the ball up the court faster really helped.
I get the sense that you and Olivia and Cassidy probably really like getting out and running a little bit. What is it about speeding up the tempo that kind of helps you girls out some?
Just speeding up the tempo, we'll get easy buckets off of it, so it just helps the team a little bit.
Talk to me about that 1-3-1 early in the game. How did you feel like that defensive pressure was working to help this team?
I felt like it went really well. We got out to the wings, which we started trapping in the corners a little bit more than we usually do. So just pushing them to the edge and getting them easy steals.
Take me through the execution down on the offense. How were you able to get the looks? You guys were also distributing the ball well and sharing it well. So what was the most impressive thing for you offensively in that first half?
The most impressive thing was probably just we were shooting well. We were getting open looks, and we were taking what we needed to.
Struggles, though, early in the third quarter. What kind of happened? I know, Coach, it only lasted about a minute and a half. She had to call the timeout. So
yeah.
What was going wrong there to start that third quarter?
We were just having a lot of turnovers, just not playing as we could be and how we have been the beginning of the game.
What did you feel like you guys take away from this one here tonight? You got Tri-Center coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, it really just went well. It was a good way to start the week.
You like that? You kind of excited about what this season can bring in the second half of the season?
It's going well so far, I think.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here
Thank
tonight.
you.
Always good to catch up with you. Appreciate you joining us. Who do we got coming up next here? Coach Kaler. All right. We'll get Coach sliding in here. And, Coach, appreciate you joining us here tonight. I had to really like the start of the game and the defense turning into offense and quickly here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while since we pushed the ball. We want to. We just have struggled with it, and so it was nice to see tonight that we just got the ball up the court, got a lot of steals on our defense and could push it. We've been trying to put that first quarter together like that, and so that was really fun to see that we finally connected and did that.
Do you think it started on the defensive end or the offensive end for this group tonight?
You know, I'd probably say the offensive end a little bit. Defense was great, but offensively, we got the great looks. We got to push up the ball at the court. We made our layups. That's huge. So that was nice to see. Cassie had a couple nice little bunnies down low too for us to start us off too. So, and Livia hit a couple threes too. So that was nice to see too.
Yeah, a lot of people involved on the offensive end tonight. Even a lot of them that didn't score a lot were getting looks, or with some of the backdoor cuts and some of the screens you guys were setting were getting players open. So a lot of people kind of contributing.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of girls, played tonight too. So that was nice to see, and a lot of girls did some nice work for us tonight. So that was fun.
Let's talk about that second half, or kind of a struggle there in the third quarter. I think it was about a minute 42 in, and you called a timeout. What was kind of going wrong? What was the frustration there?
Yeah, they changed to a man-to-man, and it's been a long time since we've seen man-to-man this whole year. So it was kind of like, take a deep breath. I think that's what I even said to the girls at the bench. I said, hey, just take a deep breath and focus. You're okay. And just get a little smile on their face, and then they calm down and just, okay, now we remember our offense. Let's move the ball, etc. So yeah, it struggled a little bit, but, they did a great job of coming out, taking that deep breath, getting through it, and doing the good things. So that was nice.
If I remember correctly, you set up a play where you set that back pick at the free throw line, and it worked like 2 or 3 times right there in a row. So kind of got them going, okay, we can attack this man-to-man.
Exactly. Yep, that's a good play for us. They ran it well. It took a little reminder at the timeout, but it was nice to see that. And so, that kind of got us going. There's a couple options off that we hit both options, so that was nice to see.
We talk a lot about Allison and Olivia and Cassidy because they're usually the 3 that lead you in scoring, but the other young ladies out there that are doing things and continue to develop, where have you seen them girls grow so far this year?
Yeah, Kate, she's coming in off the bench for us really well. Kate didn't play a lot of minutes last year, so she's given us good minutes. She hustles and she works, and she's just a coachable girl, which is awesome to have. Hope Beck she's coming in off the bench for us nice tonight, and she's giving us some good minutes. Bree again, she's giving us some nice minutes too. They just work hard, and they're very coachable, so that's nice to see. Just keep improving and keep going. And Ashlyn, she's just been our workhorse for us. I'm super glad she came out. She's a girl that hasn't gone out at all, and now she's out for us. So that's awesome to see her out there, and she gets a lot of rebounds for us. She helps us out a lot.
Where have you seen the other 3, Olivia and Cassidy and Allison grow so far this year? Because I've said it all year. I think that's a really nice core of players that'll be back next year.
Yes, for sure.
To kind of continue to develop this program around.
Yeah, it's a great core. Leadership, I think that's a huge. I really preach it with Cassidy too. She's the one that has the most experience for us out there. Preaching that, but Olivia and Allison have done just a nice job of pushing the ball, and they run that guard point perfect for us. So that's nice to have them, and they get a lot of deflections. They might not get a steal. They get a lot of steals too, but they get a lot of deflections that help us out. And they're just running crazy. And Olivia on top of our 1-3-1 is just a workhorse down there. So. They've been great, so they need to continue. Tonight was a nice night to peak, so that was good to see.
You can tell the girls that I always like it when they make it tough on me to choose a player of the game, because so many players play well. I ended up going with Olivia tonight because of all of the different things that she does. But Tri-Center now on Thursday, got to go down there. What do you know about them at this point?
I don't know a whole lot about them. They're down from last year a little bit, but they're well coached. They had a good coach down there. And I know that, they're patient on offense. So we have to do our thing. We have to come out ready to roll, and we have to put 4 quarters of basketball together. So that's the key, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what, great job here
awesome,
tonight. Congrats to the nice win, and best luck coming up Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You bet. Head coach again, Ashley Kaler again with the Glidden Ralston Wildcats. They pick up the 62-26 victory earlier on this evening. We'll step away 30 seconds, back with the first half stats for the boys game coming up next here on KKRL.
Area high school students have several college courses available to them at the DMAC Carroll campus and the Templeton Regional Center. The courses and books are available to students at no cost. High school students, contact your high school counselor today to talk about how DMAC college credits can be a part of your high school plan.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree, or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. It's the Culver's halftime report. Culver's celebrating 40 years in business, 12 of those years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Jeff Blankman with you here tonight. Glidden Ralston, Arweva doubleheader. Arweva up here in the boys game, 15 at the halftime. Let's quickly run you through the scoring. We're about 10 seconds from getting the second half underway. For Glidden Ralston, Jonathan Bergmeyer with 2 points. Colby Wallace 3, Waylon Hines 6, and Daniel Toft with 4. They have not attempted a free throw yet here in this first half. Some other numbers, Colby Wallace with 5 rebounds, Waylon Hines with 3 rebounds and 2 steals. For Arweva, Blaine Smith 8 points, Wyatt Regaller with 6, Wade Regaller with 3, Devin Ehlers with 8, and Derek Thompson with 3. Blaine Smith also has 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and Hayden Studer with 3 rebounds. Devin Ehlers also with a couple of rebounds. Rockets have done a really nice job getting to the free throw line, going 8 of 14. Arweva with the ball as we start the third quarter. Wade drives in, kicks it over now. They'll get it into the corner to Wyatt on the left side. Wyatt into the lane, gets to the rim, and uses that explosive jumping ability to lay that one up and in. 30 now at 2:15 in favor of Arweva, their largest lead here in the game. Wallace up top with the basketball, defended out there by Wade. They get it over to Majerus on the right side. He'll penetrate in, pull up jumper in, up and no good. Tyson Von Glon gets his second rebound, off now to Smith, ahead to Wade. Wade attacks down on the right side, gets down to the right block, double team will come, goes up over it, shot no good. Rebound tipped around, and coming out of there with it is going to be Lucas Christian. Bergmeyer tried to tip that one to a teammate because he had a couple of guys around him, but nobody from Glidden really grabbed it until Christian come up with it. Wallace with it outside, now off to Hine, left side, top of the key to Christian. Lucas brings it up top again to Bergmeyer, over to the right side. They work it to Majerus. Majerus off the screen, gets it to Hine, over the left side to Wallace. Wallace attacks down, takes it in, runner up no good. Blaine Smith has got 7 rebounds unofficially here tonight. He has done a tremendous job, comes in averaging 14 points, 10 rebounds. Wyatt Regaller again attacks, left that one short, and the rebound to Lucas Christian, his third. Ahead now to Bergmeyer, right back. Coach Wilkin that time wanted to travel on Bergmeyer. Christian with it out top. Dribbles over the left side, hands it off now to Majerus. Majerus with it up top to Hine. Hine over to Christian on the right wing. Good patience this time by Glidden Ralston. Wallace off a screen up by Bergmeyer, drives in, kicks it up top to Hine. Hine will attack down, a runner up and good. So Waylon Hine playing well here tonight, especially in the offensive end. He's got 8. 8 of the 17 here for Glidden Ralston. Wyatt with it on the left wing, off a screen by Ehlers, who pops out of the wing. Up top to Smith. 3 is up and good for Blaine Smith. Devin Ehlers with the assist. 33 now, 2:17. Wallace over to Majerus. Up top now to Hine. They work it back to Wallace. Wallace driving in underneath to Hine. Hine with it. Turnaround fadeaway off the baseline, no good. Majerus crashing that time into Von Glon. No call. Smith will get it ahead to Wade. Wade's baseline jumper, it's up, no good. And Wyatt's going to come down with a rebound. They get it ahead. Wyatt's layup's up, no good. Tipped up by Von Glon into the hands of Ehlers. Up top now. Smith will come up with it. Over to the right side to Wade. Wade drives in, cut off nicely by Bergmeyer. Into Blaine. Blaine driving in on Wallace. Runner up, no good, and a whistle and a foul. Going to go against Glidden Ralston. Blaine Smith will head to the line. That's going to be on Colby Wallace, number 2 on him. First here in the quarter against Glidden Ralston. 4:58 to go in this third quarter. Smith at the line. Made his first 2, missed his last 2. Free throw on the way, up off the front of the rim, no good. Rockets again now 8 of 15 from the free throw line. They'll have to shoot better than this if they want to continue to win games as they've done here, sitting 5-2 on the year. Second free throw upcoming. This one is up. It is good. (34-17) in favor now of Arweva. That's their largest lead of the game. They just kind of keep adding to that here all of a sudden. And now Wade Regaller with the steal. He's out on the break. Wallace comes back to swat it away. Wallace, a kid that always hustles. And he sprints down the floor to swat that one away. We may get a foul called from the outside official. Nope, they're discussing who it went off of. And the official going to say that it was blocked out of bounds off of the shoulder that time of Colby Wallace, who blocked it. Smith, the inbound on the baseline, gets it into Wade. Wade attacks in. Kick out pass now to Ehlers. Jumper on the way up, no good. Von Glahn, the offensive rebound. His putback, no good, but he'll draw some contact. And he's going to get himself to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. That one may have gone on Colby Wallace. If it did, that's going to be his 3rd, and that is going to be the call. They cannot afford him to be on the bench. He's one of the top 2 guys for this Wildcat team. Von Glahn's free throw is up and no good. 22% free throw shooter on the year. 4:33 to go here in the 3rd. Arweva has not trailed in this one. Second free throw up and good. Von Glahn knocks it down. It'll be a 35-17. Lucas Christian with it on the left wing. Attacks in on Ehlers. Cut off on the baseline by Ehlers. Now work it to Daniel in the lane. Little fadeaway jumper. Left it short. Von Glahn with the rebound. His 4th. Smith ahead now to Wyatt. Wyatt catches it out near the scores table. Now brings it back up. Smith with it over again to Wade. Gonna fire up a 3. That one's up no good. Wallace will clear the rebound. Colby now with 6 rebounds here in the game. Ahead to Christian on the right wing. Off to Daniel. Back over to the right side to Christian. He's gonna fire up the 3. Up off the rim, no good. Long rebound taken down by Devin Ehlers. Ehlers with 4 of them here. Off now to Smith. Smith up across half court. Penetrates in. Collides with the Wallace, and we're gonna get an offensive foul call. The officials here kind of talking about things, and there is the offensive call. 2 officials blew the whistle. They kind of looked at each other to make sure what the other one wanted to call. So that'll be number 1 on Smith. Team foul number 1 against Arweva here in the 3rd. Wallace gets it up across half court. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Peters out on the floor now, up top to Bergmeyer, over to the right side. Wallace attacks in, bounces it into Daniel. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Ehlers. It'll stay with Glidden Ralston. Both teams hustling so hard defensively. Carroll leading number 1 Ballard 19-18. 7 lead changes so far. That one in the first quarter, end of the first quarter. Peters with it now off to Hine. Back to Peters. Carroll coming off a big win over Storm Lake on Saturday. Looks like maybe have gotten themselves going a little bit. That's a talented ball club. Daniel with it, picks up the dribble, picked up by Smith, up top to Hine. Hine with it over to the right side to Peters, and we're going to get a shot clock violation. Great defensive effort that time up by Arweva. Dawson Majerus will check in for Waylon Hine. Hine goes over to talk with head coach Derek Tickerson, who's done a nice job the last couple of years with this program. Smith will get it up across half court. Works it right side, bounce pass inside. It's lost. They're picking it up is Von Glahn now to Smith, who drives in. Tough runner off the rim, no good. And the rebound to Majerus. First rebound tonight for Dawson, unofficially. Peters will bring it up, gets it across half court. He's an outstanding golfer. Now over to Alex Daniel. Daniel gets it off to Majerus, over to Peters. Peters off the screen, bounces it back over now to Majerus, drives in. Double team will come out to Peters. Peters again looking to drive. Kick pass back out now to Majerus, off to Daniel, down to 10 on the shot clock. Colby Wallace with it. Picks it up, gets it over now to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer with 5 on the shot clock, drives in the lane. Tough shot in traffic, up no good. And Blaine Smith will clear his 8th rebound of the ballgame. Eric Thompson heading over to the scores table. He'll check in next dead ball. Ehlers out high on the right side, picked up by Daniel, looking for the cutter, finds Wade Regaler by the right block, shot up no good, high off the glass. Majerus with his 2nd rebound, off now to Carson Peters, down to Daniel on the right wing. Inside to Bergmeyer, working against Wyatt in the on the block, shot blocked that time by Wyatt Regaler. Blaine Smith with the rebound, ahead to Wade on the right side, back up now to Smith. They'll resettle things here. Glen Ralston stays man-to-man. 35-17, Rockets with the lead, under a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. That time Ehlers lost a dribble. It was almost picked up by Wyatt, but Bergmeyer picks it up, and then the ball going to be thrown away as he was sliding with it and tried to find somebody down on the baseline. And Glidden, I think, maybe looking for a timeout here and I think the officials going to discussion here. They're going to try and figure out whose ball it's going to be. Bergmeyer was sliding on his back and tried to throw it to one of his teammates. It sailed out of bounds. I don't know if somebody got a piece of it or not. The officials here are talking about things. And now they're going to have one of them going to head over to the scorer's table. And they may call this one a jump ball, so they'll switch the arrow. Oh, nope, resetting the shot clock. That's what it is. Von Glahn on the inbounds. Now to Wyatt. He'll attack in. He draws some contact. Kick out pass to Thompson. Not going to matter as he misses the shot as Wyatt Regaler fouled. That'll be the fourth against Glidden here in the quarter. And Dawson Majerus, who's been pretty much in foul trouble most of the night, has picked up his fourth. He had two of them really quick and got another one in the third quarter. Doug Ehlers across the way here tonight. Rockets box it up around the lane. They find Von Glahn on the right side. Up top to Wyatt. Now over to Thompson. Thompson with it on the right wing. Looks inside for Von Glahn. Catches it against Toff. Shot up no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands that time of Smith. Smith into the lane. Has it stripped away by Alex Daniel. And now stolen away by Wyatt Regaler. And we're going to get a reach-in foul going to go on Colby Wallace. So a couple of steals there, one from Alex Daniel, one from Wyatt Regaler, and then a foul on Wallace, going to be his fourth. That'll get Waylon Hine into the game. Team foul number 4 against Glidden here in the quarter. Wyatt Regaler will head to the line. He is 4 of 6 there tonight. Jonathan Bergmeyer came in averaging 19 a game to lead. If Wyatt hits that free throw, I'm bringing that up because Wyatt Regaler has pretty much defended him by himself tonight in one-on-one and has held him to 2 points, and that came in the first quarter. And he's still finding time on the offensive end to attack the rim and make plays. Second free throw is up. That one slides over the front of the rim and drops down through. The lead is 20. At 37-17, largest lead of the night here. Alex Daniel firing up a three, and that one's going to fall for Daniel. The 5'6" junior with his first bucket. We'll see if that can maybe get Glidden Ralston going here a little bit late in this third quarter. Von Glahn over on the right side. Gets it up top now. Studer with the pump fake. Kick out pass to Smith. Left side three on the way up. No good. And Daniel goes down and pulls down the rebound. Flips it off. And it'll be Peters bringing it up. 15 seconds to go here in the quarter. Bergmeyer drives in, misses the runner. Rebound tipped out. And it'll be cleared by Von Glahn for Arweva. Arweva can settle for the final shot. Smith brings it up. Crosses over. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Going to get himself clear of Daniel. Fires up the three. It's no good. And the third quarter will come to an end. Arweva builds on that lead as they lead at 37-20, outscoring Glidden Ralston 9-5 in that third quarter of play. Fourth quarter is 1 minute away here on at 93.7 at KKRL.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Could not have done it by myself.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Tyson Von Glahn tips the ball away from Glidden Ralston into the hands of Blaine Smith as we start the fourth quarter. 37-20, Arweva with the lead. Derek Thompson trying to attack off the right side, has it knocked away. It'll go off of the Wildcats. It's going to be Arweva basketball. Blaine Smith the inbound, gets it over to Thompson right in front of the bench, right in front of Austin Stolk. Now off to Smith. He's going to be bumped and fouled. As Alex Daniel tried to jump into the passing lane that time and get the steal, ends up running into Smith. That'll be 3 on Daniel and 1 against Glidden Ralston here in this fourth quarter. Von Glani inbound right by the Arweva bench. Gets it in to Smith. Smith near the half-court line. Dribbles over the left side. Knocked away by Daniel, but picked up by Studer. Stripped away that time by Bergmeyer, but Studer picks it up. We've got a collision. Couple of guys down on the floor, but Wyatt Regaller able to drain the 3. His first 3-point basket here tonight. 40 now to 20. As Arweva matches their largest lead. Bergmeyer down to the right corner. Gets it off now to Daniel. Daniel with it. Drives down the right side. Stripped away, but a reach-in foul going to go on Wyatt Regaller. That'll be number 1 on him. Arweva playing really, really well here tonight. This is an extremely strong defensive performance as Waylon Hine will check out. Colby Wallace checks in with his 4 fouls. Lucas Christian will inbound down on the baseline. They box it up around the lane. They find Wallace over near the left elbow, or left block, I should say, against Von Glahn. Double team comes from Studer. Shot up no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Wyatt Regaller. Off now to Blaine Smith. Ahead. Derek Thompson in the left corner. Drives in. Has it knocked away by Daniel. It's loose on the floor. We're going to get a tie-up. Possession error will favor Arweva. Wallace Peters tying up that time with Thompson as the ball down on the floor. All 3 of them had a hand on it. Katie Grothe in the house here tonight. I think Katie Shirkey now. And now coming in, Alex Daniel picking up the steal. Daniel over to Peters. Back off now to Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer with it. They'll get it up top to Wallace. His 3 going to bound out of bounds. Left that one short. And the ball will go back over to Arweva with 6:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Glidden fighting hard tonight. Just nothing going their way, especially on the shooting the ball. They've had some looks, but Arweva is very good defensively and showing that here tonight. Their defense has kind of been the difference in this one. We'll talk with both coaches and a player from each team. Carroll up now 42-29 on Ballard at the end of the first quarter, or first half, I should say. Colby Wallace now comes up with the steal. Wallace attacks, but it's stolen back away by Wyatt Regaller. Wyatt with his 3rd steal brings it up. They'll get it down to the corner to Studer. Fires up a 3 up, no good, and the rebound to Wyatt. Now driving in, Wyatt Regaller. He'll lay it up and in. And the lead extended here to 22 at 42-20. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll step away, back right after this on 93.7 at KKRL. We're back in a minute and a half.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself after you pull it. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Jonathan Bergmeyer got a bucket while we were gone. We get a steal again by Glidden Ralston, but the shot up no good, and Derek Thompson will clear the rebound for Arweva, and now Brett Wilkins scoring on the other end for the Arweva Rockets. Rockets up here 44-22. Blaine Smith now coming up with another steal, his third of the ballgame. He's going to be fouled in the backcourt. That foul on Jonathan Bergmeyer going to be his second, actually his third, second against them in this quarter. Smith with it, looking to bring it up. He'll penetrate in. Runner in the lane is up and good. So Blaine Smith with the basket. That'll extend it now to a 46-22 ball game. 4.5 to go. Wallace now attacks. Runs into Smith. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul going to go on Blaine Smith. Those two guys hit heads that time, as Smith was trying to defend and Colby trying to draw in. So Blaine checking the nose. Devin Ehlers, I think, is coming in to check in for him. And again, this game has been physical. These two proud programs, and it's been physical from the get-go and getting a little bit more physical again here in the fourth quarter. 2 fouls on each team here in the quarter. Wallace looking inbound, gets it into Carson Peters. He's open for 3. He'll fire it up. It's short. The rebound taken down by Wyatt Regaller, his 4th. Wyatt bounces it now off to Studer. Studer will get it across half court. Down to the left side to Thompson. Back off now to Studer. Studer working against Daniel. Daniel knocked it away, but Studer able to pick it up. They'll get it to Wilkin down outside of the block. He's going to drive in. Tough shot in traffic, no good. But Hayden Studer right there to tip it up and in. He was right there as he had crashed the glass, working hard. He'll get the bucket and the rebound. 42-28. Colby Wallace fires up a 3 up top. Devin Ehlers going to track down his 5th rebound. Arweva looks like they're going to win their second straight, move to 6-2 unless Glidden Ralston makes a huge run here over the final 3:35. Derek Thompson now off to Wyatt. Wyatt defended by Bergmeyer, looks to tack. He's going to be bumped and fouled. And that is going to be number 4 on Bergmeyer. More substitutions coming into the ballgame. Colton Rohrback, a 5'6" freshman, will check in. He'll check in for Bergmeyer. But a tough night for Bergmeyer tonight. Again, he's got just 4 points here on the night, coming in averaging 19 a game. Arweva will box it up around the lane as Derek Thompson gets it in to Wilkin. Now off to Studer, over to Wyatt. Left side to Thompson. Thompson going to fire up a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound batted around into the hands of Wilkin. And now we get a whistle and a foul going to go, and that's going to be number 5 on Colby Wallace, who had just come back into the ballgame. He will foul out with just 3 points here tonight. So Arweva's defense really shut down 2 very good offensive players for Glidden Ralston tonight, and that tells you how hard this group of kids works on the defensive end. Grand Rapids Bayard boys up 53-23 on Boyer Valley tonight after 3 other Rolling Valley Conference action. Thanks to Rich Stoffers for that text. And we're going to get a sub here as Coach Tiggeson taking his time, as he has that ability to do that. He'll send it Grayson Renzi, a 6'2" sophomore, going to check in. Studer looking inbound, gets it in to Thompson. Arweva also brings in Aiden Blackman, the 5'10" senior, and the shot is up and good. 50 now to 22. That bucket by Derek Thompson here a moment ago, and now Lucas Christian fires up a 3. Shot up no good. Rebound taken down by Rohrback. Another shot from Daniel up no good. And Derek Thompson will clear his 3rd rebound. This last 2:45 might be crazy as Blackman spins into Alex Daniel. And Daniel going to pick up the foul. That'll be 4 on him. And I say it might be a little bit crazy. It's just going to be really up-tempo. I think there's going to be a lot of really physical plays. We may have a ton of fouls called down the stretch here as the officials try to not let this one get too far out of control. Free throw on the way is up and no good from Aiden Blackman. Second free throw coming up here for Blackman. Again, don't forget, Casey Miners and I will type up recaps of all of tonight's area basketball and wrestling. It'll all go on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report at sports.1380kcim.com. Blackman knocks down that second free throw. 51-22. Peters works it over on the left side. Glidden Ralston's now got Blaise Nelson on the floor. Back out to Carson Peters. Peters picks it up, gets it off to Renzi. Renzi working against Ehlers, and Devin Ehlers going to come up with the steal, and now Renzi's going to wrap him up. And that's going to be a foul on Renzi. And Renzi frustrated. He felt he was pushed. And now both crowds getting a little irate. It's a 29-point game with 2:26 to go. But that's the rivalry between these two. And it leaks into the fan bases at times. Don't want anybody to get hurt. So the officials, this game's been physical all game. Got to keep it under control because it's about safety. That's the reason why you don't want games getting too physical, because you just don't want anybody getting hurt. Devin Ehlers knocks down the free throw. That's going to push the lead here to 30 at 52-22. Second free throw on the way up, no good, and the rebound still loose. Who's going to clear it? It's going to be Blaise Nelson. So he'll pick up his first here tonight. He's got it over to Peters on the left side. Peters drives in, gets the layup. Nice take that time up by Carson Peters. 52-24. Studer off to Derek Thompson. Thompson brings it up top, flips it over now to Wilkin. Wilkin underneath, Studer not able to handle it, but tracks down the loose ball. Jonathan Rieselman at the scorer's table over to the left side. Derek Thompson with it, comes off a screen that time by Studer. They'll work it over on the right side to Wilkin. Wilkin looking to drive in, kick pass over to the right side. Thompson going to fire up a three with 5 to go on the shot clock. It's up no good, and Studer going to foul Blaise Nelson on the rebound. So that'll be number 1 on Hayden Studer. Blaise Nelson picking up his second rebound since coming into the game. Devin Ehlers will check out as Jonathan Rieselman will check in. Both coaches, a player from each team, expected to join us here in the postgame. We've trying to get another sub here into the ballgame. Damon Thompson, the 6'1 sophomore, he'll check in for Derek Thompson. And it ran past the scorer's table at the beginning, and then they had to get him back over there so they could get him checked into the game. Peters up top with it. Now works it over on the right side to Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck up top over to Renzi. Now to Peters on the left side. Peters going to fire up a three. Up in good to Carson Peters. 5 points here late in this ball game. 52-27. Just over a minute left in this one. Renzi nearly comes up with a steal. Thompson will come up with it down to Wilkin. Pump fake. Attacks off the right baseline. Kicks it back out into the corner. Thompson's three up no good. And Carson Peters will pull down the rebound for Glidden Ralston. He'll bring it up. Comes off a screen again up top. Step back move was taken away off to Renzi. He'll fire up a three off the rim, no good. And now we've got a player down on the floor in the middle of the lane. And the officials didn't stop action, and now they come in to check on him. Usually if it's a player on your team that has the ball, they can stop the action. He went down in the middle of the lane, and they left the play continue on. Glidden did score. I was watching the poor player down on the floor, so I did not see who scored on that one. Trying to look up at the board here. Don't see any points added up there right now for any players that are out on the floor. Studer going to drive in, kicks it out now to Blackman. Blackman stumbles. Carson Peters will come out of there with the steal. He'll attack on the other end and lays it up and in. So Peters with 7. It's now 52-31. And Arriva can run the clock out here. They'll pick up the win. Arriva going to move to 6-2 overall, 4-2 in the Rolling Valley. Glidden will fall to 5-4 and 4-3 in the Rolling Valley Conference. Our final here tonight, Arriva wins at 52-31. We'll step away, take a break. We've got our Mackey Motors tailgate. That is coming up for you in 3.5 minutes here on 93.7 KKRL.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Collins Aerospace, we believe in investing in our employees' future. That's why we are proud to offer our Employee Scholar Program. Whether you want to pursue a professional certificate or a degree related to the industry, we offer full tuition reimbursement and even paid study time. Our Employee Scholar Program is the perfect tool to help achieve the future you've been dreaming of. At Collins, we don't just want to offer you a job, we want to offer you a career and a future in aerospace. For details on the Collins Aerospace Employee Scholar Program, visit us at careers.rtx.com.
Trees Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
The perfect outfits await at a Fun Top in Jeans. Since 2019, a Fun Top in Jeans in downtown Carroll has been your stop for everything from tops and jeans to shorts, dresses, sweaters, even purses and jewelry. And of course, a Fun Top in Jeans is Carroll's Merle Norman cosmetics retailer. Plus, with new styles of tops, sweaters, and more arriving daily, now is the perfect time to stop by a Fun Top in Jeans in downtown Carroll. A Fun Top in Jeans, where the name says it all.
The Mackey Motors Tailgate brought to you by Mackey Motors Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. It started for me on the defensive end. I really like Colby Wallace and Jonathan Bergmeyer as offensive players. They come in averaging a combined 30 points per game for Glidden Ralston. They finished tonight combined with 7. 4 for Jonathan Bergmeyer, 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Colby Wallace hit a 3 in the first half, did not score in the second half, as just a great defensive effort here tonight for our Weaver Rockets, and that helped them jump out. Regaler scored a couple of free throws early. They jumped out 6-0. Waylon Hines scored for Glidden to put them on the board, made it a 6-2 ball game. But our Weaver up 17-9 at the end of the first quarter, as Derek Thompson, hit a bucket. But Wyatt Regaler then kind of took over for a little bit early in that second quarter. And that lead grew to 28-15 at the halftime, and then it really turned more in the fourth quarter, but it was just kind of continuous. Very physical. Arweva got themselves to the line a lot, And I'm sure if you're going to be Glidden Ralston here tonight, you're going to have some complaints about this thing and how it was officiated. I do not have Glidden shooting a free throw in this game tonight, and I had Arweva going 14 of 24 from the free throw line. So you end up losing a game by 21. You get outscored by 18 at the free throw line, and you didn't even get a free throw attempt. Now, I'm not saying that the officials called the game wrong. I'm just saying if I'm a Glidden Ralston fan right now, I'm looking at that stat when it gets posted. If my statistics are correct, and that one really jumps off. But again, Arweva really moved to their feet defensively. But this was a physical game on both sides here tonight, and there was a lot of contact throughout the game on both sides here tonight. But Blaine Smith was terrific on the glass, terrific offensively here tonight. Devin Ehlers had a really big game on both ends of the floor here tonight for Arweva as well. So just a nice win for the Rockets. If you're the Wildcats, this one's a frustrating and disappointing loss. Not that Arweva had to be favored probably coming in tonight, especially being at home, but to come on the road, struggle the way they did offensively, and then to lose by 21. Battled back. Carson Peters had a nice run for them offensively there in the second half. But if you're Coach Tiggeson, there's probably some things that you want to talk about with your ball club after this one here tonight. But a good win for Arweva. Kind of controlled this one from the outset and just slowly pulled away and then took complete control of the game in the fourth quarter. We do have Devin Ehlers and Matt Wilkin from Arweva making their way up here for post-game stuff, so we'll get them on the headsets here as soon as they can get up here, and we'll get some thoughts from them here tonight. I'm sure if I ask Devin about the physicality, he's going to love it because he's a physical young man, so he's probably not going to have had any issues with that tonight. But Devin Ehlers from Arweva now joining us here in the postgame. Devin, congratulations. Nice win. You guys kind of took control early, getting out 6-0, and then you pulled away as the game went on, but never really let them get within more than about 6 or 8 for you guys here tonight.
No, they kind of hang around, but Jonathan Bergmeyer is pretty good, but we did a great job on him tonight. Wyatt did. Yeah, talk about that and the defensive effort as a whole, because you guys held Colby Wallace to just 3 tonight as well. Our defense was probably the best it's ever been, and we knew we needed to help on John Bergmeyer, and then everybody else was just collapsing into the guy that was open, and it was working. What was the communication like for you guys out there on the floor? It was probably really good because it's probably the best we've ever communicated, and everybody just knew that we needed to help on him, and there's an open guy, you can't just let him shoot. Was that a message from Coach Wilkin before the game, or did you guys kind of talk about it and know that you needed to communicate tonight? He told us before the game. Do I want to know what Coach Wilkin said as you're laughing as you look at him? No, not really. Not really? Talk about the rebound. This was a very physical game inside. A lot of contact every time you guys went up. You rebounded the ball well. I thought you had an excellent game defensively. So what was it like inside, especially on the glass? They crashed the board pretty hard, but all week we've been working on rebounding, and last couple of weeks we've been rebounding. It hasn't been that great, but today it was pretty good. What do you think was the difference today? Boxing out, defense. We were actually making shots all around. Kind of fun to play when you guys play like this? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, great job out here tonight. Outstanding effort. Appreciate you joining us. You. Devin Ehlers here. We're going to get Derek Tiggeson on the headsets with us here, and Derek will join us, head coach for the Glidden Ralston Wildcats. We'll get some thoughts from him here tonight. And Derek, I appreciate you joining us. I know probably not happy to come out of here with a loss tonight, but kind of your overall thoughts on this one here this evening.
Pretty physical game. We're not the physical type. That's kind of what killed us. We didn't make shots. Defensively, I think we were terrible at times. We just got lost at times, and it was just, I think some players got frustrated with some things that went on throughout the game, and yeah, just physical game, and we're not that type of team right now. Is that something that you think that playing in a game like this will kind of help this team a little bit, because you may run into some other physical teams as the season goes on? Well, that's what we kind of talked about Friday night. Cam was very physical, kind of same situation. I thought we saw some improvements here tonight. We got after it. We didn't give up. But yeah, I told the boys, this is a type of game that could happen during district play. It gets more physical as the season goes on, so we just got to adjust to the officials. And, if they're going to let us play, got to play with them and just make adjustments as we go.
Coach, they really shut down Jonathan and Colby tonight. What did you guys try to do to get those guys looks against that defense?
Yeah, we try to move Johnny around in different spots. We try to put him in the high post, low post, try to get some ball screen action for him. But I can't remember what Growler was on him, but he did a fantastic job on Johnny. I mean, Johnny's a great player, and he shut him down pretty well tonight. And just told the other guys, we need some other guys to step up. I thought Waylon did pretty well down low. He got some good looks down low. Colby hit a few shots from deep, but the other guys, like, Lucas Christian comes in and Carson Peters, like, hey, guys, shoot the ball. That's what you're out there for. They had a couple good looks and just kind of were hesitant at times, but it's a few things we've been working on, just trying to find that second and third score to go with Johnny.
So is this a game that you focus on after this to kind of say, here's where we need to get better, or is this one that you flush because you guys had to try center now on Thursday?
A little bit of both. I mean, yeah, we go to the Tri Center Thursday, top 10 in 2A. That's a very tough game down there. So we'll take a few things from tonight and try to work on those tomorrow night, and then, flush some of it, some of the frustration, and hopefully, shoot well down there and give them a test.
Well, I know one thing you guys are going to look at. I mentioned it early. I didn't have you guys for shooting a free throw tonight. I don't know if my numbers are exact.
That's pretty accurate.
I didn't have you guys shooting for a free throw tonight, so I'm sure that'll be a conversation with the guys in practice.
And that's what we talked about, yesterday at practice. When you get to the line, because I think at Cam we shot 3. So the last 2 games we shot 3 total, so that's not going to win many ball games.
Well, Coach, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Best of luck coming up on Thursday.
Right. Thank you very much.
You bet. Derek Tickerson joining us here in the postgame. I think we've got Coach Wilkin hanging around here somewhere. We'll slide him into the postgame area here tonight. And Coach, got to be happy with this one. Defensive effort early and throughout the entire game. Kind of jumped out this one early and never really allowed them to get, after you got up by about 6 to 8, never allowed them to get back within 6 to 8 points the entire game.
You think I'm happy with that? You've seen me after a couple bad ones, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I have, but
I could probably not. I love our boys. Doesn't matter if we're winning or losing, but I don't know if I've been as proud. I've had some good teams. I don't know. Coach Bell would love tonight. He was down there. I'll talk to him later. Our defensive effort, man-to-man. Bergmeier's an elite. He's not a good scorer. He's an elite scorer.
Yep.
He is long. He is quick. And Wyatt just stuck to him, and our guys helped. I will say this too. Austin, Coach Smith to me, I think we had a really good plan. I really do. And I think the boys executed the plan, which is the biggest deal of it. And we got help. It doesn't matter if a guy came in for 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 5. Our bench helped us out, which is going to need because Friday and Saturday we go back-to-back. But I thought the defensive effort was great. Game plan specific, we really did a good job. Makes you feel like you're really doing something. Right. Makes you feel like you know something once in a while when that happens. But they struggle a bit shooting it, but I really know that we made it hard on them. And I was just happy with, we could have scored the ball better. We got to the line. But, I mean, towards the end there, we got a really nice first quarter. And then after that, we didn't score a ton. We scored 33 after that. But it's kind of the game how it was going. We were playing we were playing 25, 30 seconds of defense.
Yep.
So that shortens possessions. And then sometimes, we were missed a few free throws. But on the offense, we weren't pushing as much because when you're up 20, I know you want to push, but what's the hurry?
Right.
Make them play some defense. We can rest on this. And we kept telling them, I cannot get over some of the games when we have looked a little rough, it's the focus part. But we've been so focused last couple of games, and we kind of get what we're trying to preach right now. And it's a fun group. And boy, I tell you what, they can guard.
What did you see on the offensive end? You mentioned as you guys got that lead, you can rest a little bit. But how did you see your guys executing as they're kind of running some clock? That's maybe something you need to do later in the season.
Yeah, definitely. We some is a decision making. Sometimes we dribble a little too much, but tonight I thought we attacked it when we could attack. It was physical. I mean,
very
both ways.
Physical.
There's a lot they probably didn't get called, they would say, and I would agree with them. And we had quite a few in times when we lost the ball and had a driving lane for that, and we got a hack, nothing called. But that kind of evens out. I know that they had more fouls than us a lot the first half, but I mean I think they were fouling is what I say. But, I just like on offense, I liked when we got in and ran our stuff, and we kind of we had a few sets we got great looks off of, got some points off of, and we just said we got them out of man. They wanted to play man, and then they went to the zone for a while, and then we just said patience and we had some good looks for a while. We could have blown it open more and couldn't. And then to start the second half, we said we need to come out instead of them making a run. We need to make the run. The first couple minutes is big, and we did. We come out next, we're up 20, and we never really looked back then.
Chance to get a big win on the road down at Cam on Friday. What do you got to do to go down there and get another one? Play defense like this again?
If we play defense like this, we're going to be a hard out. We'll be a hard out. I told the boys tonight, that defensive effort tonight could make Woodbine work. And we thought we could play with them the first time. Give them a game maybe, and then they were really good and we were not. So that's way down the road. But same with Cam. Cam's got a couple, the Jotty kid can shoot it. He's kind of not the quickest guy, but he'll got an old man's game, and then the big kid inside he shoots and he goes and gets it, and they got a couple guards. So it'll be a good test. We haven't won down in Cam for quite a while, so we need to go down there. And biggest thing is a couple of decent days of practice, which we've had a couple of decent days of practice, and get some focus, and then go. And before we move on, I brought Devin up because he's kind of unsung.
Yes.
He's a football guy. If you watch him on the football field, you would not want him hitting him out there.
No.
He's a sticker, but he does a lot of stuff for us. He's really come along, he's making, he did bank it, and he said the bank is open. I said, I don't care, Devin, as long as it goes in. But, guys like him, Tyson, I think, had 1 point tonight, but his defense affected the game so much with being the help guy. And same with, I would have brought Wyatt up, we know, just for the job he did on offensive defense. But I just want to give some of these other guys a little love, too.
Yep.
And Blaine was really under control for the most part and really took over the game at times. I keep telling Blaine, sometimes I don't think you realize how good you can be and how you can dictate the game. And so all them other guys, Aiden Blockman gave us a few minutes. Grant gave us a couple minutes here. And Wade was really good tonight. So just all of our guys that came in, Hayden, all the guys that come in, I thought we got a great contribution of some kind from them. And I really thought we keep telling the boys, play on your toes, play downhill.
Right.
Don't let them take it to you. Don't play on your heels. Nothing to go downhill. If you're going to make a mistake, make an aggressive one.
Right.
Don't make the I don't know if I should pass and it gets tipped away. That will get the ire of the coach.
Yep.
Okay. Just go aggressive, and then if you ever watch Wyatt play, we can't get him to slow down a little bit. So
yes.
Yeah, I said, hey, go aggressive, but effort, Jeff. That's the biggest thing. If you can control effort. I can't control that. You give us effort like that, and we'll take our chances. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Well, I tell you what, I saw your ire one time tonight. You got about an inch off the ground over there and stuff. So you showed some good vert tonight here in the game.
What's going on in the game now? How much time is that? Is that a 1 point game?
I was up 74-73.
I was up one. My son did get one tonight. He made a bad pass and did something else there, and I called the timeout, and he knew it was coming. He walked right over, and I said, what do you think is coming?
Yeah.
I think my sisters would be proud of that. They like it when I used to chew their kids. So, but it's winning is always great. I always say that, but no matter if we're winning or not, this group has been a lot of fun, and it's just how they compete and how they get after it, and it's. Like I said, I hope we can keep this rolling here. It's been a while since we've been up to 6-2, so we got a couple big ones coming this weekend. So we need to get focused and get going again. A couple long bus rides.
Appreciate you joining us here. Congrats on the win tonight. Best luck Friday.
Yep, thanks, guys.
You bet. Head coach again, Matt Wilkin with the Arweva boys basketball team. Time to announce our motor and player of the game here tonight again, and we are going with Wyatt Regaller. He led them with 15 points tonight, but the defensive effort he made here tonight against Jonathan Bergmeyer was the difference in the ball game here tonight for Arweva. Arweva sweeps the doubleheader tonight, winning the girls' game 62-26. They win the boys' game by a final of 52-31. For my video guy here tonight, running the video broadcast, Will Miners, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to basketball coverage here tonight on 93.